Hey guys, my name's Mac. Just thought I'd make a very quick guide. Yeah, I say guide like an introduction to Season 2 for Last Z survival shooter. Many people have said that they are a little bit bewildered, confused, frustrated, annoyed with Season 2 because nothing makes sense anymore. So let's see if let's see if we can sort of help you out just a little bit here in very quick fashion. So, very first things first, when you first open your game up, when season 2 is started, you will be greeted with a little cutscene, plays out a little story, turning around saying that your president has sent you out into the desert, and what a lovely person they are, and now you need antigen. So once this is started, the game will automatically turn around and send you to go off and attack what's known as a tile. So like a sand salt tile, and you go off and you go and attack it, and then you take it. But from there, the game sort of doesn't really explain nothing to you, and you're sort of kind of left scrabbling around in the dark. So, very first thing that I need to point out to you before we go any further at all is there are two things that are going to make your life so much easier in season 2 if you are prepared to invest a little bit. So, first things first is something called season journey, and the way that we access this is very simply little icon up there. Look, season 2. We go into it, and then we click on season journey. There we go. This is like a battle pass, but it lasts the entire season, which is about 78 days long. So we are about 5 days in here on 94. Yeah. Um, I would highly recommend getting this because it offers benefits, the biggest of which being that as soon as you buy it, you get an extra 5 tiles that you've got access to, as well as things like, resources, that it gives you a little bit of resources, etc. um, some badges luck here. Um, it gives you those tiles, and again, a little bit further down the road, not that hard at all. You're going to get this very easily. Another 5 tiles, just there. Look, okay. So very well worth getting. Here in the UK, it costs 24.99. So it's well worth getting. Whatever you do, when you do buy it, you'll notice that I've got this up here, an upgrade button. There is no need to click on the upgrade button, and there is no need at all, if you don't want to purchase the second one, which gives you it blends in quite well. All it gives you is an extra 50% EXP for task completion. That's it. That's all it gives you for that 24.99, so far as I'm aware. So you can see my progress here in 5 days. Look, where am I at? I'm at 3,000, call it, in 5 days, and it's only 5,900. So yeah, no need. Anyway, moving along, we've now got the second item, and this is very important: wartime investment. If you cannot, if you can't afford a grand total of what would be £65 in the UK, and it's a case of, oh, my budget is about £40, £50 maybe at at a max, then this is the one to prioritize more than any other. And the reason being is that in this pack, look, it gives you tile cap +5, season resources up by 20%, tile abandon cooldown -15 minutes, and it gives you 100 virus resistance to boot. So you will notice that there's a purchase count there, 4 of 4. Each one here in the UK costs £9.99. There are 4 of, so £40 total. When you buy a pack, it lasts for 7 days. However, once you've purchased the 4th one, as you can see there, it goes season long. So yeah. As for the daily rewards, they're by and by, nothing major to speak of, just 1,000 of each resource pretty much, and that's it. So okay, so now that we've got that over and done with, yeah, let's assume that you've purchased those, you've done your initial level 2 tile capture. What next? Next, we want to head into our headquarters. Okay, and what we do is we go to our little hammer here, okay, and we build a building called the Mastery Hall. The Mastery Hall, look. Once you've built it, nothing more to do. That's it. You plunked it down. Don't go into it just yet. There's no need. Right. See, you built the Mastery Hall. Excellent. Next thing to look for is your alliances. Alliance Center 1. Okay, very important. Alliance Center 1. You'll notice, look, that the Alliance Center 1 has got a box around it. Okay, it's a little box. So in here, you can then place your buildings. To do so, all you do is you click an empty tile within that box that connects to another one, and you select build. So if you can see it, just here, look, build. That's it. That's what you collect. Select. Sorry, click build, and there you go. The new buildings appear. So Virus Lab 1, Virus Lab 2, and Land Agency 1. Those 3 link to your Alliance Center 1. So build your first Virus Lab, build your second Virus Lab. If you've got resource left over, build Land Agency 1 as well. Okay. From here, what we're going to do is any resources that we've got left available. So we're going to go and click on our Virus Lab, upgrade. If you've got enough resources, look, what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade it. Okay, and we're going to keep the 2 Virus Labs even. As you can see here, I've got a 13 and I've got a 13. I'm going to keep them even. The reason being is that you get 30 virus resist for every level, no matter what. So it does not increase the higher up in level you go. It's just 30 for every level, every time. So obviously, you know, going from level 1 to level 2 is going to be cheaper than going from level 2 to level 3, etc. So always keep them even. That way you're maximizing your resources. Once you've used the initial resources that you've got in order to raise those virus labs, what we're going to do is we're going to come down either to the little magnifying glass down here, but it's going to be very, very busy. You know, it may not work, but we come down here and we can select Sandsoul or Sapphire and search for the next level up. So instead of a level 1 or 2, we're going to search for like a level 3. Okay, and we're going to keep going up until we hit a brick wall. A brick wall, what does that look like? Well, simply put, a brick wall looks one or two ways. A, your troops die without taking the tile, or when you go to attack it, as you can see here, look, the resource is not available. Okay, whatever you do, I know my green bar is full, yours won't be, so just ignore that. It's this bit that's important. It's all empty. This resource is not available. The reason for that is that when you go to it, you simply don't have enough virus resist. Okay, that's the bare minimum you need at the bottom here. Okay, this is the virus resist that the monsters on that tile have. That's how much you need in order to break even and to get full effectiveness from your attacks. And by full effectiveness, I need to go off and find like a level 11 tile here for a moment, so just bear with me. A couple of sweet moments. Here we go. I found one. Because until you're even, what you see is this information right here. Insufficient virus resist, damage minus 61.7%. So 61.7% of my damage is reduced, or is reduced by 61.7%, should I say. Okay, so again, very, very important. Now, I will point out that you can use 2 formations to attack a single tile. It will cost you double the fuel, but you can. And to that end, I do also want to point out on the season 2 watchers, the main watchers screen, you have a weekly buff. This is just 99 pence that you get. You click on it, and it reduces your fuel consumption by 2. That's it, and it lasts for a full week for 99 pence. This will really add up. So again, it's one of those. I would highly recommend it. You can make do without it if you've got loads of fuel, doesn't matter. But I do highly recommend it because fuel really, really adds up. So you can double you can double your formation up on a single tile to take it, but it will cost you twice as much fuel. So we've built our virus labs, we've built our land agency, we're searching for tiles, we're raring to go. We've now consumed all of our tiles, which is shown up here, look. So we're full. Okay, for me, that's 34 of 34. I'm completely full. I can't take any more. But I know I can take higher. What do I do? No, shock horror. Okay, what we do is we jump in here, and we go down to the bottom, and we find our lowest one. I mean, all mine are 11, so this is not the lowest one, but we find the lowest one, and you can get rid of the tile by clicking on that little bin icon right there. Now, if you have not purchased the wartime investment pack, dropping one of these tiles will take you 15 minutes. There's a 15-minute timer to drop it. Okay, so like dropping a city takes 10 minutes, this takes 15. If you've purchased the wartime investment pack, the dropping of a tile takes 10 seconds. So much more efficient, so much easier to be able to cycle through and replace all of your tiles. So what you want to do is you want to start dropping these tiles, the low tiles, and do it 2 at a time, no more than 2 at a time. The reason is that basically you need to keep these up. You want to constantly keep generating resources so that you can keep upgrading as best as you can. Okay, so we've spoken about virus resist, why you want virus resist, and what the benefit of virus resist is. So getting higher tiles, self-explanatory. You want higher tiles because you get more resources per hour. But why else do you want higher tiles? So what is the difference between this 11 and, say, this 12? Well, simply put, this 11 right here gives us 210 influence right there, whereas the 12 would give us a grand total of 240 influence right there. What is influence? Why is it important? Okay. Unlike season 1, where the end of the season rewards were dictated based on which city you held, or which level city you held, and how many of, in season 2, the end of season rewards are dictated by the amount of influence that your alliance has. This is a screen that should look familiar. So there we go. This is the winner. There's only one alliance that can get this. And as you can see, we've got the tickets that we used to, except for we're used to season 1. These are season 2. We now also get weapon fragments, etc. So on and so forth. So this is why you want influence. But it's not your personal influence that dictates which one you get. It's your alliance influence that dictates which one you get. which is your season points right down here. Now, season points are made up of your personal alliance member influence, as you can see right there. Okay, the season's points earned from tile capture right there. And last but not least, also the season points earned from cities. Okay, now, what's this middle one all about? Season points earned from tiles. And why is it different to this one right here? Okay, the members' influence value is your own personal influence value. So mine, as you can see right here, is 7,140. So that score goes towards my alliance. And every time I capture a tile, the influence score from that tile gets added to my alliance. I can drop and retake that tile over and over. And every time that influence score is added to my alliance. However, my influence will not go up. It will drop when I drop the tile. It'll go back to what it is now when I retake it. And it'll carry on like that over and over and over again. Is it worth it? No. Personally, I don't think so. It costs a lot of fuel to do so. And Glory Wars is going to make a massive dent in the alliance points. That's going to be one for another time. Glory Wars, and essentially, let's say that these two alliances are facing off against each other, and let's say that this alliance wins. If A94 wins, what happens is 20% of the season points that CF have earned will be given and transferred to A94. So CF will go down by 20% of their point value, and A94 will go up by that value. So dropping tiles, retaking them over and over, not worth it. It's not sustainable, I do not think, at least. Anyway, again, we're only just into season 2, so time will tell. Aside from that, personal influence, if we go back into this screen, the overview screen, we've got a little season influence tab down there. We click on it, and as you can see here, look, we've got a bunch of boxes that we can collect based on certain breakpoints. And in here, you get rewards such as equipment fragments, badges, hero XP, hero fragments as well, so on and so forth. Every so often as well, it will also give you some extra resist. Plus, additionally, on top of that, every 8 hours, we will get a chest, which we can collect. And in this chest, we will get a reward based on our influence. If we've got the season journey pass, we will also get a duplicate. So you get 2 for the price of 1, almost. But that is season 2 in a nutshell. For any R4s and R5s, by the way, when it comes to your Alliance Center 1, Alliance Center 2, and Alliance Center 3, there are some little teething issues that we discovered as we went about it. Alliance Center 1, which is this one right here, has to be built on a level 1 captured tile. It cannot be built on any other. Alliance Center 2, this one right here, has to be built on a level 7 captured tile. It can't be built on any other. And Alliance Center 3, this one right here, has to be built on a level 10 captured tile. It can't be built on any other. This should influence you as to where you choose to build, or which city regions you choose to take as your home, because some of these buildings can't be built within the box of Alliance Centre 2 if it's an Alliance Centre 3 building, and so forth. And so these overlaps that you can see here very faintly are very, very good because they allow all three. Here we've got two different ones where you can build, which gives you a little bit more flexibility. But that's it. I've gone on a little bit too much, but I hope it really helps. Please let me know.